first graders, it's Miss Lasky. I'm going to be teaching your online reading lessons, and welcome to your first reading lesson. Today we are going to be learning about a lesson in a story. So sometimes, just like a teacher teaches you lessons at school, an author can use a book to teach you a lesson. But authors sometimes use fictional stories to do this. We know fictional or a fiction story means that it's fake. It's not real. But sometimes an author can use a fiction story to teach us a real life lesson. So this happens in lots of books. We are going to be learning about this using the book called A Wolf at the Door. During this story, I'm going to think to myself, what could the author be trying to tell me? What real life lesson could he be trying to teach me? So this is A Wolf at the Door by Nick Ward. One quiet afternoon, while Father Bear was in the yard chopping wood, Little Bear sat reading his favorite book. All was cozy and peaceful when... Knock, knock, went the door. Who's there? Asked Little Bear, jumping down from his chair. Knock, knock. It's Billy, a tiny voice bleated. Please let me in. Little Bear lifted the latch, opened the door, and in trotted Little Billy Goat Gruff. Lock the door quickly, bleated Billy. A wolf is after me, and he shouted, come out, wherever you are. I saw him up on the mountain, the little goat whimpered. I saw his long black shadow, and he looked lean and mean, and so I ran till I got to your door. Little Bear sat Billy down. Don't worry, he said, you're safe here. And he started to read Billy a story. All was cozy and quiet when, knock, knock, went the door. Who's there? Called Little Bear. It's the Squealer Boys. Please let us in. Little Bear lifted the latch, opened the door, and in trotted the three little pigs. Lock the door quickly, they cried. A huge wolf is after us. He came to our house and he roared, come out, wherever you are. He was fierce, he was angry, and he was lean and mean, added Billy. We left our house and ran till we got to your door, squealed the three pigs. Little Bear let them in and locked the door. Don't worry, said Little Bear, you're safe here. And he sat them down to listen to the story. All was quiet and calm when, knock, knock, went the door. Who's there? Called Little Bear. It's Bo, said a voice. Please let me in. Little Bear lifted the latch, opened the door, and in rushed Little Bo Peep and all of her sheep. Lock the door, cried Bo Peep. A wolf is after us. What happened? Asked Little Bear as he locked the door quickly. Down in the field, panted Bo Peep, I heard the hedge rustle, and I saw his bushy tail, and he bellowed. Come out, wherever you are. We ran for our lives, chorused the sheep, but he chased after us. We could hear him panting, and we could feel his hot, wolfy breath. He was huge, bawed the sheep. He was fierce and angry, piped the pig. He was lean and mean, bleated Billy. And we didn't stop till we got to your door, finished Bo Peep. So Little Bear sat them all down and started to read his story, but he kept being interrupted by a knock, knock at the door. First, there was Little Red Riding Hood, then Cinderella, and finally Goldilocks. They had all come to hide from the wicked wolf. Don't worry, said Little Bear. You're all safe here. Father Bear came in from the yard. Goodness, he gasped. What are all your friends doing here? They've escaped from a terrible wolf, said Little Bear. He had eyes like fireworks and teeth like knives. He could gobble you up in one gulp. Just then, knock, knock, went the door. The house went very quiet. Father Bear slowly unlocked the door. Who's there? He boomed. Hello, I'm Wolfie. Can Little Bear come out to play? They all went out and played till bedtime. That was fun, said Wolfie afterwards. Come again soon, said Little Bear. Tomorrow I'll bring my big brother. So I know that the author is trying to teach me something. So I'm going to ask myself, what could that lesson be? What real life lesson could this fictional or not real story be trying to teach me? Well, when I go through this story, the way that they're all describing this wolf is that he's big and scary, and that he's got these terrible teeth, and that he's after them and he's mean. And then when we, the readers, see the wolf, he doesn't look mean and scary at all. In fact, he just wants to play. The author is trying to teach us in this story not to judge a book by its cover. And what that means is, just because somebody you might think would be really mean, you should give them a chance, right? So this wolf, just because he was a wolf, doesn't mean that he was going to be a big mean bully to those different friends, right? He was just trying to make a friend himself. I think it could also be teaching us not to exaggerate stories, right? Did they ever actually see the wolf? No. They were making things up just because they knew that he was a wolf. It's trying to teach us not to make assumptions, and what that means is not to just assume something. So those are some lessons that I think this story could be teaching us. You might think it's teaching you something different. All right, bye friends.